Hi, I'm Misha. I live in Albany, California. I've never been on a ghost tour before, and I just want to see what the secrets are of Chinatown are.
All right. And?
I'm Jill, and I'm from Castro Valley, California. I've been a member for 3 years, and I want to see the spookiness of the ghost tour.
Nice. Hey everyone, this is Winnie, born and raised in San Francisco. I live right there. I know Chinatown, but I want to know where the creepy ghosts and the zombies are, so can't wait.
Thank you. Hi there.
Hi, I'm Mike. I've been a member for 3 months now. Live here in the city, and I just want to see a ghost.
All right, cool. Hi there.
Hi, I'm Dave. I'm very recently new. I just signed up a week ago. I just want to see some ghosts here.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Frank. I live here in San Francisco, and I'm here with a tour because just like everybody else, I just want to see what the tour is like.
Thank you.
Hey, my name is Gavin. I'm part of the ENA group. I'm looking for a gal, but I had to start to lower my standards a bit. So I decided to go for the supernatural.
All right, good for you.
Hi, I'm Megan. I'm from Alameda, and I just thought this would be a fun Halloween event. So.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Very cool. Nice.
My name's Belen. I'm also an SFSU student. The same reason as Sam. We just might as well go on a ghost tour because it's the theme of October, so I'm excited.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, I'm Richard, this is Beth.
Yep.
And we decided to come on the ghost tour. We're from San Francisco, and we just wanted something fun and different to do for the weekend, yeah.
All right. Thank you.
And these are poppers to ward off evil spirits because the merchants and residences are very, very superstitious people. So in order to make sure that no evil spirits follow us tonight, we have to have poppers.
Yes.
And that is the purpose of it. So everyone's going to take one out, some out. Whoa, what happened?
Mike, this means you can't follow us.
He's having a little too much fun.
Oh, okay. That box has to last.
There's still a
the
lot of
whole
evil
tour.
left here.
Okay, so on the count of 3, we're going to throw it on the ground to ward off evil spirits. So make sure no bad spirits follow us. Another box, okay? So are we going to show Horatio this? Okay, here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Awesome.
So how many of you have actually seen a ghost before? No. Could I hear your experience?
Well,
You don't have to.
I was touched by a ghost. We were at my friend's gravesite, and it was really hot. Shut up, Kevin. It was really hot out, and we were all gathered around his grave, and I felt fingers go across my back.
Whoa.
And don't do it, Gavin. And I had goosebumps all along my arms, and my whole body felt cold.
Did he just pass away?
Yes, he had just passed away. Yeah.
Oh.
And yeah, that's my ghost story.
Anyone else?
Oh no, I please don't let me see you. I'm okay. I'm okay if you're there, just don't let me see you. It's all good. Yeah.
My great-grandfather and grandfather came to America 1885. They actually witnessed the 1906 fire and earthquake. 3 days before the fire, my grandfather, 12 years old at the time, actually saw a brown cow coming down this Grand Avenue. Well, what's a brown cow doing here in Chinatown? Cow Hollow is in the Marina District. Well, on the same day of the fire, he saw the same brown cow. He pulled my great-grandfather, and they both ran down to Montgomery Street. That was the actual Embarcadero of San Francisco. A small ferry boat was waiting for them. They got on, and the captain took them over to a small town called Vallejo, started the first Chinatown in Vallejo. My granduncle was the first Chinese deputy sheriff of Solano County, and my uncle was the first Chinese coroner of the San Francisco Police Department. So all stories that I'll be sharing with you this evening were actually shared to me by them. I am not a ghost hunter or ghost buster. However, I do like to share the haunted stories of Chinatown. Now, Chinese believe in astrology. We believe that whatever animal year you are born, you actually have the characteristics of that particular animal. And that's why I gave you a card so you'll know what animal year you are born. So, what animal year are you born?
Pig.
You're a pig, okay. You are the most wonderful friend that a person could ask for. Always borrow money from a kid. She will never ask for it back. So that's how kind they are. Once you are a friend with a kid, you are a friend for life. How about you?
Tiger.
You're a tiger. So you're a suspicious person, and you would do very well working for the IRS or the FBI. And tigers are very suspicious, but very good that way because they choose their friends very wisely. And so whatever you do, you make sure that things are all right before you go ahead. Yeah, tigers are very, very clever.
I'm a sheep.
You're
or
a
goat.
sheep. Very fussy. Very particular. You are a perfectionist. You are very, very artistic, creative, and people born in the year of the sheep are very caring for their family, and so you will always take good care.
Yeah, true.
I am a monkey.
A monkey. Very adventurous. You love to play games. You are scheming. However, adventurous because your bags are packed at all times. Anyone calls you up to go on a trip or somewhere, you're ready. You have a wonderful heart.
Yeah.
You hold on to the peach of long life. So it is your job to take care of others.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'm a dog.
You're a dog. Okay. Dogs are very feisty. They are very, very smart, quick learners. You would make a perfect teacher or journalist. And dogs are especially honest, so they tell it like it is. They don't hold back. Good or not, I don't know. How about you?
Also a dog.
Also a dog. Okay. Smart people tonight. How about you?
I'm a rabbit.
You're easy going. Very lucky though. You have the lucky rabbit's foot. 12 animals lined up at the slot machine. She would hit the jackpot. How lucky you are. How about you?
Dragon.
Dragon. Oh, there you are.
dragon.
2 dragons today. Very strong. It's the strength and power of the dragon. So whatever you want, you will attain. And the wonderful thing about you, you share your profits. So
Sweet.
yeah.
Cool.
He's laughing. Yeah.
You get it,
Very
right?
smart. How about you?
I'm a rat.
You're a rat, so you're number 1 of our 12 animal zodiac. You are very, very clever. You know where the food is.
Oh, okay.
So this all started when Buddha invited all the animals of the kingdom to his party before he left for enlightenment. He said that he would honor the first 12 animals coming to the party. Well, it was the ox that was leading all the way, and right at the finish line, when the ox was ready to step over to become the winning person or animal, it was the clever rat that jumped off the shoulder. So rat became number 1. So you know how to delegate. You will make a wonderful supervisor. All right. Anyone that we missed? Yes?
Snake.
Snake. So you slither through life. You are very, very lucky. Chinese families love their children born in the year of the snake. You will always be taken good care of. You will never be homeless, and you will never go hungry. So snakes are very, very nice.
Sweet.
The horse, where are you? You are the social person. You take care of everyone around you. You are the social planner, event planner. So if you are going to an event, others will follow. That's the horse. You are the engineer. You have a very heavy shoulder. People love to tell you the problems.
What about the ox?
The ox, that's the one that did all the work and was the clever rat that won the race. But you're the worker, don't forget, he does all the hard work. Okay?
Got it.
Okay, so I gave you a box of poppers when you came in. Chinese are very superstitious people. They just hate the tour. Residents and merchants here hate the tour because they are afraid that evil spirits will follow. So make sure that no evil spirits will follow us. We're gonna pop wherever we are. So on the count of 3, we'll pop together, okay? So here we go, on the count of 3. Everyone got their poppers? Yep. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that's a nice one. Okay, let's cross the street. So if you look across the street, you can understand how it got its name. Chinese believe in evil spirits, and these pagoda-like roofs are actually there to trick them. So if an evil spirit's coming down on the roof, it'll shoot itself right back up. Also, we like to use the colors of red, green, and yellow. Red is for good luck and happiness, green is for progress, and yellow is a symbol of honor. In the olden days, only the emperor was ever allowed to wear the yellow robe. Now on the buildings, you also see a lot of Chinese writing. These are all family associations. What is that? My last name is Yee, so I belong to the Yee Family Association. As a new immigrant, I would go to my family association. And in the olden days, someone there would actually call around to see if there was a job for me. Today, it is a place for networking. It is a place for the seniors to have a cup of tea with their friends from Canton, China. This was also known as the 5 and 10 cent street. 5 cents for a haircut, 10 cents to do your laundry for a week. After a long day's work in the laundries, the laundrymen would go upstairs to their apartments, and that's where they would share a meal, and to pass the time away, they would always play a game of cards. George and Sam from the same village in Canton, China, actually share that apartment right there. George was the older of the two, so he did all of the cooking. Well, this one night, after a nice meal, ready to start the game of cards, George asked Sam to go downstairs to get him a newspaper. He said, Sam, go downstairs to get me a newspaper. When you come back, we'll start the game of cards. Sam, the nice guy that he was, did. Came back with the newspaper. Sam went underneath his bed to get a box of money. In those days, everyone kept their money in a Robert Burns cigar box. Cigar box was gone. Immediately, Sam said to George, you tricked me. You sent me downstairs to get you a newspaper. In the meantime, you stole my money. George was offended. He said, you know, Sam, you're like a little brother to me. I would never steal your money. I only win it from you. Well, before you know it, they started to have a fight. Sam started to chase George down the hallway. As he went down the hallway, he went into the kitchen, got himself a cleaver, continued to fight with him, and before you know it, he accidentally slit at his throat. He said it was an accident. But years after, two little boys playing in that hallway, rolling the ball back and forth, back and forth. All of a sudden, the ball went into the kitchen area. Two little boys went into the kitchen to retrieve the ball. No ball was to be found. Moments later, the ball came bouncing down the hall. The elders said it was the spirit of George looking for Sam. Sam was never indicted for the crime. In those days, whatever happened in Chinatown stayed in Chinatown. But Family Association found him guilty, so they actually hung him down at the park. And we'll pay our respects to him later. But in the meantime, let's throw a couple poppers for all the laundrymen of Waverly. Okay, on the count of 3. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey, okay.
This Western term of extremely important. And they made it such that it means
Gambling, that's correct. So the guard used to be standing here. When the police came to raid, he used to ring a bell. This will warn the guard at the second gate. The guard at the second gate will warn the guard at the third gate. So by the time the Irish policeman came running down the stairs, Chinese had time to go through the back way into the underground tunnel, and that's how they got away from the police department. Today, rehearsal hall for Chinese opera. Chinese opera is very popular here in Chinatown. It was the only form of entertainment in the olden days. Now it's taken a revival. And so Waverly places many, many opera rehearsal halls. Across the street is our first Chinese Baptist church, built in 1888, totally destroyed in our 1906 fire and earthquake. However, rebuilt with the actual bricks. So you will see that many of the bricks are actually black and charred. We have many churches here in Chinatown. It was the Christian missionaries that actually gave the Chinese their first education. Come on, I'll show you what a burnt out brick. All rebuilt by the Chinese bricklayers from the actual bricks found in the fire. If we did not rebuild very quickly, Chinatown would be relocated to an area called Hunter's Point. Chinese didn't want to go down to Hunter's Point. They said it was bad feng shui down there, too far south. They wanted to stay right here in the center of town. We are on a hill. It rains in San Francisco, so when water comes through Chinatown, it's considered good luck to the Chinese people. Just like when you go into a Chinese restaurant, what do you see? Water fountain, waterfall, aquarium of fish. Fish always swim together, symbol of being united and going upstream, which is progress. This is Sacramento Street, and Sacramento Street is known as Tong and Gai. Tongan means the Chinese street. This is the first street that the Chinese were ever allowed to live on and to do business on. Across the street is our own hotel. This is a Julia Morgan design building. Julia Morgan, First Lady Architect. To ever graduate from the University of California, Berkeley, she is the architect for the Hearst Castle.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Back in 1945, my own Uncle Gus was a Boy Scout here in Chinatown. In 1945, if you were a Boy Scout, that is very hot stuff. He and his friends liked to go swimming, but his mother did not allow him to go swimming in this particular YMCA. In those days, you never questioned your mother why. You just do as told. But that didn't stop them one night from wanting to go swimming. So he and his other Boy Scout friends decided to break through the gate, break through the window, break through the screen, and they all went swimming in the dark. They were having a great time when all of a sudden, Uncle Gus felt a presence. He felt something or someone pulling him down to the bottom of the swimming pool. He started to panic. He was a member of this church, so he began to pray. As he was praying, he said a bright light shined on him, allowing his friends to know that he was in trouble. They pulled him up from the bottom of the swimming pool and they ran like hell out of there. They didn't dare tell their mother what had happened. Years after, he found out what really happened. 2 little boys had drowned in the swimming pool. Nobody in Chinatown wanted their son to be number 3. So that is what we call a cautionary superstition. It is borrowed from the Irish, the Scottish, and the English because they believe that bad things happens in 3. You ever hear of that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's throw a couple poppers for Uncle Gus. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. All right. Everybody got their poppers?
Yep.
All right. Okay, on the count of 3. All right, here we go. Rick can't get it in time. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Okay. Ever heard of feng shui?
Yeah.
Okay. Chinese believe in evil spirits. Sorry. Chinese believe in evil spirits. They believe that spirits only know how to travel in straight lines. They don't know how to turn right and they don't know how to turn left. So what do you do if an evil spirit's coming along this alleyway and you live across the street in that building? How do you stop that spirit from coming into your house?
Mirror.
Pepper.
A mirror.
A mirror, that is right. Everybody look across the street. The first 3 rows, 4 rows of apartments all have small round mirrors on the windows.
Red.
Oh wow. Yeah. And then after the 4th row of apartments, no more mirrors because it doesn't. These are called feng shui mirrors. Okay. So here in California, it's very desirable to have a home at the end of the cul-de-sac or intersection. A lot more sunlight, a lot more privacy. But when you practice what we call feng shui, you will place that mirror there for that reason. Now, if you live across the street from a neighbor that has an annoying teenager that likes to fix cars in the driveway, or maybe they have some barking dogs that keep you awake at night, you are to place the same mirror on your doorway that faces their doorway, and then pretty soon no more annoying teenagers will bother you. Got that? Okay, all right. That's how it works, okay? Okay. This is the Lee Po Bar. This is the oldest bar here in Chinatown, left over from the Barbary Coast days. 1954, my classmate's mother was a cocktail waitress here. She said every time she went down the stairs with a tray of drinks, she would feel someone pushing her. She said to the bartender all the complaints. Pretty soon, bartender said, "You're really crazy." But in 1989, when there was an earthquake here in San Francisco, all the buildings had to be retrofitted. When they dug up the toilet area, they actually found 2 skull bones. This is Portsmouth Square, and this is Chinatown's only backyard. People from 6 o'clock in the morning doing Tai Chi exercises all the way to late at night. Everyone lives in a single room occupancy apartment, and so really you don't entertain at home. You have to entertain or see your friends at the park. So that's why this park is filled from morning to night. This is where San Francisco began. In the year 1846, Commander Montgomery actually raised the first American flag here, claiming California part of the United States. Over here is a memorial to Robert Louis Stevenson, book author and poet from Scotland. It was here in Portsmouth Plaza that he used to sit on a bench, watch the... Thank you everyone for coming on the tour. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed some of my stories. If you did, please Yelp me. If you didn't, please forget about the whole thing.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you.